Ladies, gentlemen, and is the sound on? Yes, it is. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. It is a gloriously raining Thursday afternoon, which kind of explains why I have a fin running around my feet. It kind of explains why I'm a little bit late, because the NBN just refuses to work. What fin? He's running around like a moron. So we're going to have Finn running out in and out of the kitchen today. So that's going to be fun. All right. So I woke up this morning. It was just gorgeous waking up this morning. I had, under this hand, I had one of my kitties. I had Isa. And then curled up in the crook of my knees was Bean. And we're just lying there. And the rain's coming down. And it's warm. And I'm scratching the kitty. And you just don't want to get out of bed at that point. you just, nope, stay in here. Yep, this is good. It's still raining, which is why I'm having trouble. Finn, if you're eating the cable, he chews the cable. Well, he tries to. No. He is in total spaz-butt mode. He may have Pooforia, who knows? Really nice rainy day. Nice day to be in the kitchen. So the rest of the week. So tomorrow we've got Valheim, hopefully with Wardham as usual. Then we roll around to Tuesday, which has changed. We're now doing we're going to be doing the Zork series, the Zork 3D series, not the text DOS based games. I think you can actually get them, but I'm not going there. So yeah, that'll be Return to Zork, Zork Nemesis, and Zork Grand Inquisitor. So we'll be doing them on Tuesday. And there goes the other two. There goes Issa and Bean prowling along like a little pride. So yeah, and that'll be Tuesday, then Wednesday back to Warframe, and Thursday back to cooking. Now, some exciting things. I've got, so you'll remember, old faithful, the giant Chef Inox saucepan. I got its little sister today. Well, yesterday. I got its little sister. So, can we get that? There you go. Chef Inox Elite. So, we now have the next one down. We are very happy. Because again, like, that's the thickness of my finger, right? And that's how thick the base in this thing is. And these are induction ready. They are, you can use them for induction cooking, which eventually that will be replaced with an electric induction cooker. And yes, we have 1.21 gigawatts of solar panels on the roof. That's why we're going electric. So we have the new pan. Very happy with that. Might actually leave that out. We'll leave that out for the bacon later on. And I didn't know which one to get. So I got all of them. So what we've got is, yeah, it might end up being the black one. But what I did is I basically, whoops, they're not quite dry yet. Put them away wet. It's all right, I only did that 15 minutes ago. So what we've got is what I was finding was that with the other chopping boards, we were losing out on being able to see what's going on from the camera. So I got these three. These were the three colors that weren't white. So we had black, green, and red. Now these days, kitchens are color coding chopping boards. That was not really a consideration when I bought these. Although in time, who knows, it might become one. So we have got the We've got the three colors. We'll trial them out as we go. It looks like the red, because this is really red, right? You can see how red that is in this camera, but in this camera it's looking a bit pink. So this one may wash out. That one seems to be dark enough to be okay, and that's definitely dark enough to be okay. So we'll see. We'll have a little bit of a go at that. I'm going to put these back in the drying rack, because they weren't quite dry when I put them away, because I wasn't watching. I was a little bit rushed. Anyway, stupid interwebs. So there you go. There are the new utensils in the kitchen. Yay! We like getting new utensils because it's fun to get new utensils. Here we go. Yes, new utensils are awesome. We know. I need one of those. I need a button, applause button. Done. So, coffee drape. Here we go. So, what we need to do is kick the music off. We need to turn it down a little bit. Well, turn it down in the kitchen a little bit. There we go. All right, so maybe a little more. One of these days, I'm going to write down all these settings. It's just like set. Done. All right, there we go. That should do. Hopefully, everyone's listening to that and it's going well. So as always, we are doing Twitch safe, royalty-free, no copyright music from by Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. Go check him out on YouTube if you like the music. This is where it comes from. And it's all royalty safe, copyright free. So we don't have to worry about YouTube messing with us. God, YouTube's copyright is a pain in the ass. Anyway, today, what are we doing today? Today we are doing a bacon and zucchini slice. Now, this ends up being a really versatile recipe. It turns out it's a pretty good train smash recipe, to be honest. So, I'm going to be doing that. I've done a little change to the way the recipe is written. Okay, so normally when you get a recipe, you get a list of ingredients, then you get a how-to, and then you go do that. Now, fair, right? Hey, little buddy, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. How are you this fine Thursday? So I've changed it a little bit, all right? So this is all going to be backwards for you guys, but you can see that there are we've got the points of, like this, do that, go on. So what I've done is I've made all the ingredients in each step, I've grouped together as ingredients, and so as you do each step, you can literally cross off the ingredients down the list because it's all in the same order. So I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to see how that goes, and if it works the way I hope it will work, then that's pretty much how I'm going to be writing my recipes. The one downside is in a lot of recipes you get cold potato. That's, I don't know. Normally in recipes you'll get, like, for example, in this one we have, in one of the sections we have a cup of tasty cheese. Then in a later section we have a half a cup of tasty cheese. So the in the way I've written this recipe, in a normal recipe, you would get 1.5 cups of tasty cheese separated, or some such, or 6 eggs separated, whatever. This recipe, it might make shopping a bit harder, because you can't just look at the one recipe, but I did shopping for this one and the one we did last week, both with the shopping with the actual recipe list written out like this. And I made a couple of notations on the printout, but depends how you do shopping lists. I generally print out the recipe and then go shopping. But we'll see. We'll see how it works. If it does work, this will hopefully be a nice little raucous way of doing recipes. Raucous recipes, there you go. Lilavardi cold, but don't interrupt your explanation. And that's clever recipe writing. Thank you. So that's what we're up to. That's what, so today, bacon and zucchini slice. Alright, I don't know when I'm going to turn the oven on to preheat, so I've just got that as the first step. But I'm also trying to do it in such a way that you do it in order, like, because I'm not gonna preheat the oven now. I don't need to. That's just using energy to set it at a temperature for God knows how long. I know ish how long my oven takes to warm up, and I've got a general idea, and I'll probably do it just before I start beating the eggs. I'll probably turn it on there, and that way when I get everything mixed and ready to go in the oven, then hopefully it'll be heated with the minimal use of time and energy of warming it up. Now that might change, because it might change for you at home. So, because cooking on stream, as we know, cooking on stream takes longer with the prep and stuff than it does to just slam it out. So we'll see. We will see. Lilavardi, your recipe could start with a shopping list, then have it broken into step ingredients. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so let's get started. Let's find a pan. Well, a bowl, a dish. Yeah. Crap flying everywhere. So we'll start with that. I may regret this later. So, you're going to give this a nice coating of butter. I don't know why I do it this way. I really don't. But I think it was because my mother did it. So I'm just giving this a good coating of butter. Because that'll just loosen it all up as it cooks and stop it sticking to the edges. Ta-da! That can go in there. In the recycling. There we go. Butter for greasing. First ingredient. Preheat. No. And there we go. Grease pan. Preheat oven and grease a non-stick baking dish and set aside. Bing! On. Feeling the vibe today. Alert, alert, white man dancing, white man dancing. All right. All right. Bacon. We need some bacon. All right, we got some wood. How much bacon are we using? 3 rashers of rindless bacon chopped. All right. green chopping board. Okay, who's taking the scissors? Scissors, where are you? Where are you? Oh. Oof. Well, we're not having bacon because someone's nicked the scissors. Found him. Everyone can stop looking now. It's okay. Found him. Use. Now, Lilavati. We are not using the good fabric scissors to cut plastic. I know it's bacon, but we're still not using them to cut plastic. No. Ready for this clip? Okay, so if you can't find your scissors, feel free to go down into your mother's sewing area and get her good fabric scissors. This will be fine. Don't worry about it. You may live to see the next dawn. Alright, so these are thin and short rashes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give them a bit of a weigh. Hey, Finn, how you doing? What's up to you, Finn? Now, in theory, this should be 100 grams. Bang on! That's kind of scary. Okay, so we have 100 grams of bacon, and the pen is missing. Spend more time off screen today. What's going on? Alright, so we'll say 100 grams for that one. Now we're gonna, this is very thin bacon. So normally, so you can do this one of two ways. You can cook up the bacon and then put it in, or you can not cook the bacon and put it in. So if you have a look at that, that's cut like prosciutto thin. That's tiny and thin and not what I was expecting, to be honest, but I think because it's got, I haven't used this brand of bacon before, you see. Because it's got, because it's so thin, and we're going to be baking the whole dish, I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue if it's not, I don't know, 100 grams might be a little not enough, because it's so thin. It would go very crispy, yes. I'm not sure I want it to. Right, so what I'm going to do, because there's a fluff ball at my feet. thinks he's going to get fed. Don't ya? Honey? Come here. Wah. Say hello to the nice people on stream. Hello, nice people on stream. I'm Finn. I'm a total buff and a chunker. Look, look. There's the stream. Little chunker. Alright. And straight back into the corner where I can kick him. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get one of these thicker rashers. I don't know. I just don't know. Right, so there's what? There's 2 rashers in that. And that's 100 grams in its own right. What to do, what to do, what to do. You know what? I'm going to make that 200 grams. And I'm not going to use that bacon again for this type of recipe. He is a cute chonk. He is a very cute chonk. And he knows it. Alright, so yeah. I've changed my mind. We're going to do 200 grams. And this is the problem I find with some recipes. Is you get, it's sort of like 3 rashers of bacon. Okay, technically that is a rasher of bacon. Then you get the budget bacon that you can get that, like, the rasher is this long, it's that thick and cut to 1/2 inch. Let's use 3 of those. Yeah. Yes, the Adelaide Hills Fine Foods is the bacon we're using. That's the other bacon as well. Okay, they're both the same company, but this one is wood smoked maple streaky bacon, whereas the other one's just smoked bacon. So, yeah, that's why I thought I'd give these a go. Go for a bit of a slightly different flavour, maybe. Turns out they were a much thinner product than I thought they were going to be. So that's all on my account. There is absolutely nothing against the company for that one. Take a goodly amount. I know, little Artie. I know. I do want to. I have been going through some old cookbooks, some old SCA cookbooks for, and thinking about doing some medieval recipes and seeing how they turn out. Some of the redactions, oh my god, they're horrible. But oops. Yeah. Stop it. Twist, turn, do things. But that's the thing, right? Because medieval cookbooks, the only people that would read them were medieval chefs that were used to doing these things. So they knew what a goodly amount was for a serve. And I bet if you took it to a real-time chef, like an actual chef, not some random cook like me, and you gave it to them, they'd go, take a goodly, they'd read it, take a goodly amount. That's a goodly amount. More bacon, baconing away. All right. She heard it. Can she see it? Oh, she found it. Tiny little bit of bacon for the kitties. Was that nice? There you go. There's another bit. Finn! Finn took 3 steps and Bean had inhaled it already. That's funny. I think I lost my ancient Greek cookbook in the divorce and the redactions were very American. And often had little to do with the original ingredients. Oh. Yeah. The books I've got are, I'm 99% sure they've been redacted by Australians. But you know, if the recipe calls for chicken, you get chicken. Who knew? This knife's probably a bit small for this. Well, this knife is a bit small for this. How you doing, Rach? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. How you doing this fine Thursday? Alright, so there's some bacon. Let's go put that in a bowl. Whoops, lost it. Okay, there's our bacon ingredients. And of course, as always, we store the rinds to go into a stock pot later. Yes, we have the 3 new chopping boards and the little sister of the big fry pan. They are the new things. So you remember Old Faithful, the fry pan? Well, this is now the little sister. She's a bit smaller, but means I don't have to heat up the entire big pan to do a small thing, which is always nice. And we have a green, a black, and a red chopping board. So that's the green one. That seems to be working okay for the chop cam. This is the one that I don't know how it's going to work, because you can see there, that's nice and red. When you get it in here, it turns a really light pink sort of color. Or it does on my screen. I don't know what it's doing on your guys' screens. But yeah. There you go. There's the there's the difference in color. Holy crap. Okay. Might have to splurge on a better camera. Again. Anyway. That's all right. My beautiful, beautiful subs pay for all this. So, yeah, it was a really good bargain though. I got 3 chopping boards and the pan, and should have been $230 worth of equipment, $160 of that being the pan, and I got it all for literally half price, for $115. So I'm stoked with that. Absolutely stoked getting all of that stuff, all of that really good stuff, for half price. Rach, yeah, but I like the depth. Mine is not deep like that, and I'm super messy. I can be super messy with it sometimes with yeah, it is very different, isn't it, little buddy? Absolutely. Your food safe brain twitches over coloured chopping boards. Why so? Because that's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be like, you know, chicken, like the black one is bar, the green one is vegetables, the red one is chicken. And it's like, who cares? I don't. I understand that you that if you're working in a big kitchen, right, for hours and hours and hours on end, then yeah, okay, I'm just chopping meat on this board. I'm not contaminating it with veggies and so on and so forth, because this stuff's going to be sitting around after it's been chopped, waiting to be put into whatever is ordered. I get that. In a home situation, right? If I decide to chop up the veggies on the chopping board I chopped up on the meat on, who cares? Because in 10 minutes time, they're all going to be in the same dish in the oven anyway. I don't know. Because green is for vegetables, red is for raw meat, brown is for cooked meat, blue is for seafood, white is for bread, and when those things aren't on those boards, it trips me. Well, hang on a minute. According to, all right, let's check. Hang on, where'd that go? Where'd it go? There it is. No, there it isn't. I had it here somewhere. Okay. Paper or plastic? Where's the plastic? Hey, there's the paper. All right, there we go. So, what did you say? You said green is for vegetables, fruit and veg. Yep. Red is for raw meat. Yes, red's raw meat. Pink is vegan, according to this. Brown for cooked meat. No brown on this list. Blue is for seafood. Yep, raw seafood. Nice. White is for bread and dairy. Nice. Okay, so this has also got pink is vegan. Purple is allergen free. Did we do yellow is raw poultry? Yellow is for poultry, yep. Oh no, there's brown. Brown for cooked meats. There you go. Nice one, Rach. I had no idea. There you go. Must be an industry standard. Who knew? I didn't know if that was just this company's sort of way of doing it, or whether that was a generic across the board thing. Hey Tiger, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Fine. I may have to get more coloured chopping boards. Who knows? Hey, shout out for the tiger. Thank you, Rach. Whoa, what the? Okay. Now I need to catch up with chat. Lavati, I chop vegetables on the board labelled meat all of the time because it's my favourite one. Yeah, Lilavati's with me, nice. There was a Pokeball. Tiger! Oh, Tiger redeemed stretch. Right, so because I've had to do a food safe course for work, I can't not do the thing. Yeah, you have to do the thing. I understand. Industry standard because food safety is not a joke. Well, yeah, there's that. Oh, that hurt. Okay. Oh. Thank you for the stretch, Tiger. Shout out for the Tiger. Excellent. Lilavati's a rebel. Yeah. All the love. Yay. I'm well, thank you, Tiger. Yes, I'm well. I've just been alerted that I may have to start using my chopping boards for the good things. For the things they're meant for. Oh no. It'll help if I ever do a food safe course, I'm sure. Alright, so, now, because those rashers were so thin, I'm not actually going to cook them. I'm not going to worry about that. Which doesn't matter for this recipe, whether you cook it or not. The thicker bacon, I was going to put some warmth into, start melting that fat down, start getting it down into more, start getting the flavor out of it. But because that's so thin, that's going to happen just in the normal cooking process. So I'm not going to worry about pre-cooking it, even though the recipe says to. This is what happens when you go, hey, I'll try this bacon, and realize that it's not the bacon you thought it was. This is not the bacon you are looking for. Food safety is for the weak. Yeah, Lilavati, yeah. Rich, no, you don't have to. I just meant that I personally can't, and I definitely notice when other people are doing. Yeah, look, as you say, Rach, it's food safety really isn't a joke. But at the same time, if I've got the tools to do it properly, I should. So I'm not going to rush out and do all the weird ones, but like using the black one a bit more maybe for random stuff. But I've got the green one and I've got the red one, and we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Because when I went and bought them, they were the 3 colors they had. I probably would have bought more if there were more colors. You're not the boss of anyone. No, but at the same time, if someone has this is a feedback channel. If my chatters give me feedback and I like the feedback, then I'm going to take that feedback on board. So, I understand you're not saying you have to do it. I absolutely understand that. But you've sort of put it out there, and the more my brain is thinking about it, the more I'm thinking it's a good idea. So, Lilavati, I used to date a chef and troll them by sending photos of me storing raw chicken on top of other things. That's not why you broke up? Are you sure? This was a joke. Food safety is actually important. Yeah. I pre-measure all my ingredients out into dishes and bowls and things before I start cooking, because otherwise I forget to put things in. Right, which is why I have written out. I did this with the last recipe, and I'm doing it again with this one. I did it partly with the last one. I'm doing it full blown with this one. So what I'm doing, I know this is backwards for everyone, but I have the steps down the side there, but you'll see the ingredients list is also broken up as well. So what I've done is for each step, you've got the ingredient. So step 1 of grease the baking dish, ingredient 1 is butter for greasing. Step 2, fry bacon, cooking for bits and bobs. Number 2 is bacon. Number 2 ingredient is bacon. So it's sort of like, as you go down the list, you go to each point in the ingredients, and you can literally tick them off as you go down the list if you want. It's like, part 1, done. Part 2, done. And you don't have to continually keep looking through the ingredients list. So hopefully this will work today. And if it does, then Rorka's recipes are going to be written that way. So that's the plan. So now I'm on step 3. Alright. I don't know. Now you've got me all worried, Rachel. I tell you what, these chopping boards are not cheap. But that said, they are thick. Like, they are probably maybe a centimetre thick, maybe a bit more. They're thick, they're sturdy, they just do not bend. They've got all this heat resistant stuff to it, all this other, it's like really cool. Thick, yeah, right. Tiger does the same. Okay, nice. Thanks, Lilavati. I'll take that. I'll take that. It's gonna start on Discord, and when I get enough different recipes on Discord, we'll talk about a book deal. Oh no! Why do you leave eggs out? Okay, all right. Yep. All right. Where are my zucchinis? There they are. Zucchinis. So, I want basically before they're squeezed out of fluid, we want three cups of zucchinis. Which knife do I want? I don't even know which knife I want. Doesn't matter. We're only tipping and tailing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grate as I go and see how far we get. Let's use that one. Because if it's not on the bench in front of my face, it doesn't exist. Ah, righto. Yep. It's literally why I have an overbed table, like in a hospital. So there's a glass of water safely in my eye line on my right hand side, because otherwise I don't drink it, because the water bottles on the shelf on my left don't exist if I can't see them. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, right. Alright, so let's see what that looks like. Yeah, not quite. Can definitely see what's going on in the chop cam better. Alright, so that was the biggest, and that gave us just about a cup. Well, just over a cup. So I reckon we'll do the 3 of these, and that should be good. Should have weighed it. Oh well. Great says out loud. Say, Region, you have a benchtop oven with a timer that shuts the heat off when it's done. Nice. Yeah, I've left the oven here on a couple of times, and I'm usually really conscientious about how much power I'm using, which is why I haven't got it on heating up already. Love you all. Off to lunch with my favorite ATO employee. Yay! If it is who I think it is, give him a hug for me. You'll try and return later. Nice. And we'll see them all later this afternoon anyway when we go practice with swords. Probably going to be a little more than the recipe called for, but we can deal with that. It is, and we'll do. Nice. Yay! feel like I've been doing a lot of grating lately. So we did those potato fritters. And then I made the potato fritters again for the household because the household loved them. Tiger struggles with remembering when I have things in the oven and tend to wander off. Yeah. Because my normal, like where I stream and where I normally just hang out on the computer and stuff is down the other end of the house. If I'm doing just a normal day of baking, if I'm doing just a normal day of baking or whatever, I need to set an alarm on my phone because I will walk away and it would be charcoal before I smelt it. Which is not good. And zucchini. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to take this over to the sink and we're going to squeeze it out because there is a lot of moisture in this and we want to get rid of that, because if we don't squeeze out the water, it's going to get mushy when we cook it. So, and we don't want mushy. So, because this is really nice, but you don't like it mushy. Green juice. Oh, look at the green juice coming out of it. Now these are more solid than usual. I'm not getting a whole heap of liquid out of it, which is interesting. I do have bits and flecks and bobs going everywhere. I think we've lost maybe, I think we'll lose maybe about a third of the volume. Squeeze. All right. So I've got to find a way that we don't lose as much, don't lose as many grated bits when we're trying to squeeze it out. So there we go, we've now squeezed out the zucchini. And it's lost a bit of volume, not as much as I would have expected. Normally it would lose a bit more than that. Might be because zucchinis are out of season. Yeah, it's the universe cutting you a break. Absolutely right. Yep. Alright, so that's the zucchini done. Now we need a bowl. You can go away because we're not using you today. Boo. Oh, that hurt. Okay, we have a bowl. Alright, so we are placing the zucchini, bacon, zucchini, cheese. The zucchini in the bowl. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Bacon. Cheese. How much cheese? 1 cup of tasty cheese. Grated. Bacon. Tried to escape. Yeah, this is nuts, Rach. So we're using the mainland extra tasty cheese. And we want about a cup. Now it's cheese. Can you really have too much cheese? I reckon that's about a cup. Tablespoon of olive oil. That towel is going straight in the wash after this. Olive oil. Tablespoon of olive oil. Ooh, that's getting a bit light on. Some recipes tell you to put a whole pile of olive oil in this. I find if you put too much in, the oil will float on top, and it'll just yeah, it just floats on top. Yeah, Kirsten really blessed. Absolutely, Rach. That really is. Yeah, I reckon absolutely. I reckon it was the universe going, here, you need 3 disasters, but we've kicked you enough lately, so we'll just even it out for you a bit. Thanks, Tiger. The oil can. I know it's backwards. I have no idea where it came from. No idea at all. I will attempt to find out. There you go. I'll attempt to find out. And Bean and Finn are having a fight. They're not serious about it because they're not growling at each other yet. I am going to have a little slice of cheese because I can. And this cheese is so freaking tasty. Alright. Onion. 1 onion. Oh. I knew I had it out here somewhere. See, that's the problem with this cheese. You could just sit here and eat it and just eat and eat and eat and never look back. Never look back. Never give up. Never surrender. Stop it. Good Lord, this onion does not want to peel at all. And I don't know why. But we got there, maybe. Yep, there we go. Alright, all of you go into the compost. So we're going to finally chop the onion. And again, this part is kind of up to you. If you like bigger chunks of onion to like chew down on, chew down on them. If you want to put them in a pan and caramelize them, do that. There's really no wrong answer in this recipe, which is one of the reasons why I like it. And one of the things that makes it really so versatile to me is that there really is no wrong answer. Except when you miss chopping it and chop it funny. This is not the way I want it chopped, so I'm going to chop it more. What did I just do? Just hit my keyboard. He says he doesn't know. Should be sliding the knife, not pushing the knife, because cutting is cutting, not chopping. Yep, there's the onion. Found it. Tugger, I've kicked my cat off the shelf 8 times so far, and all 8 times she has immediately jumped back up, as if we are playing a game, and then proceeds to dig up my pot plant. Boo. I'm trying to work, and she's a floofy distractor. Yeah, Finn was... It fortunately didn't take him too long to get out of the habit of that. But, yeah, Finn was a jumper up on the cupboard, and... he was not well liked in the immediate, because he would not stop jumping up here on the counter. Wow, I messed that one up. And yeah, he treated it much as a game. Little ragamuffin. Hey, finally chopped onion. Finally, honest. Onion, garlic. How much garlic did we put in? 3 cloves of garlic. Let's see. That doesn't seem to be enough garlic, I don't think. That's not going to count as 3 cloves. So, I may have to choose some more garlic from the stores that we've got from what we grew last season. Well, that one's all over the place. Let's do that one, and we'll see how far that gets us. And you, little ragamuffin. Oh, yeah, come back. Bean is not a toy. Garlic is not a toy. Favorite knife, favorite knife. Salem is a little puppy cat extrovert that follows me everywhere and jumps on everything, but doesn't take her removal as a punishment, more as a challenge. I can't help but laugh. Her sister is the scaredy cat that is easily spooked and spends a lot of time hiding in little spaces. Aha. Actual sister or cat sister? Because like currently none of our cats are related, but they're all brothers and sisters. Yeah, sisters, the only two females in the litter. My niece's cat had the litter and I took them both. Aha! Awesome. So literally known each other since birth. That's pretty cool. I'll get this thing to twist the right way eventually. Yeah, we had when we had Fergus, he was actually Ziggy's son, but yeah, none of the others. But now none of them are related. They're all random rescues. But Bean is starting to get. She's getting a little more friendly. You can get a bit. You can get you know, if you get a good 2-minute pat session with Bean, you are doing really well. She's a lot less skittish than she was when we first got her. So yeah, well, she's settling in nicely and getting used to being a cat. Like, not a feral, have to be on guard 24/7, you know, because God knows what's coming after me cat. But a sort of like, hey, I'm chill. This is cool. She's starting to get there, which is nice. As I have said several times, we reckon she had a very different childhood. Just looking down at I felt this thing on my feet and I looked down and it's Finn. Bloody furry Finn at my feet, doing whatevs. Alright. Flatten that out. And then Mezzaluna time. Stop, Mezzaluna time. Do. Back up you go. Maybe not that far. I'm gonna need to get an anti-slip mat. This thing's just wobbling all over the place. Meow. Oop, that is a bit of we don't want there. Obviously missed some skin. Well, missed some garlic skin. Keeping my skin where it is, that's a good thing. Ah, damn you, meditate. How dare you escape? Boo. Alright, that looks good. Throw that in. As always, you'll note as I'm scraping off, I'm using the back of the knife. I'm using the spine, not the blade. Now we are going to need more of this cheese later. Right, salt and pepper. Look at this. Look at me, not losing my spot. Some salt and some pepper. White bowl. Making white things white. That'll do. Right, now we do some mixing. I'm not going to get my hands in on this one. I don't know why I'm not getting my hands in on this one, but I'm not. Because I'm being a weirdo today, and I want to use a spoon. Look at all that bacon. I do think that is an adequate amount of bacon. Just got to make sure we get it separated out. I may have to get my hands in here yet. I have a fin literally in between my feet right now. But better that than where he sometimes sits, which is right behind your feet. So as soon as you take a step backwards, you fall over. All right, separate out bacon. We don't want big chunks. Well, we don't want gargantuan chunks of bacon. Once you spread through. So it looks like I am getting my hands dirty this time. But as always, no reason that you can't get your hands in there. Oops. I'll just throw that over there. And nope, he's disappeared. Finn, I thought, what's going on? It's like, Finn's over here. It's like, no, he's not. He's gone again. All right. And the bacon was a little bit stuck together because of the way I cut it. Now, obviously, if you cook it first, you alleviate that problem. But if you don't, you've got to be aware that it will stick together in chunks, and you need to separate that out. Come on, separate. There you go. Yay. Alright, there we go. That looks reasonably combined. Off. Right, so we put that to the side. Eat the stuff that's spilled. Alright. Now we make the batter to hold this all together. So I need sugar. I just moved and my niece decided that it wasn't. Right, behave, kitty. Behave, beehive. Yum. Oh, Ziggy. Hello, Ziggy. What are you doing down here? Now, I took the eggs out earlier before stream because the recipe calls specifically for room temperature eggs. I thought, so what? You know, what's the diff? And the theory is that if you do this with cold eggs, then it takes longer for the mix to heat in the oven. So the mix to heat in the oven. Dunno, haven't tried it both ways yet. So this time we're going to crack 6 eggs into the bowl. I know a proper chef, and he can do this with 2 eggs in each hand. Crack, 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 clunk, and 4 eggs drop into the bowl. What the shit, dude? I'm having enough trouble doing it one-handed. How many eggs have we got? 4. Oops, is that a bit of shell? It is a bit of shell. Boo! I failed! Come on. Alright. Out with out. I abjure the eggshell. Leave the bowl of cooking. Alright. And all of those eggshells. Into the compost. Now, remember, if you do happen to have chickens, throw them in the oven, cook them till they're basically just dry, and then put them in a mortar and pestle and feed them back to your chickens. They don't know they're eggs, and it's a great short source of all the stuff they need to make eggs. And that way, will hopefully help stop them becoming egg eaters. As we found out the hard way, if you do get an egg eater, identify which one it is straight away and get rid of it. Because it will teach your other chickens to eat eggs. Which, for some bizarre and unknown reason, we don't want out of our chickens. Yeah, there's always shell, no matter how careful. Alright, now we need the flour. Now, some of these recipes call for you to whisk the eggs, put them in the bowl, and then put the flour in, and then mix it all up together. Not doing that. We did it with the potato fritters last week, because there was nothing. The flour, we just threw them in. Was there egg? I can't even remember if there was egg. I think there was egg. But this time, with so much of it, we're going to make a batter first. I can't even remember what I was cooking. Somebody tell me what I was cooking. Nima, we finished our dirt racing. Now I need to be cooking. I don't know what I'm doing in here either, Nima. There's a callback. What am I looking for? A weighing thing, which is already out. Alright, how much? 125 grams of self-raising flour. Oh, easy. Whoop. Whoa. slowly getting through all the flour that's in the cupboard. I'm going to have to replace some of it soon. It's like, oh my God. Sieve. Where's the sieve? I want to get one of those. I want to find one of these days. My grandma, both of my grandmas, in fact, had one, and it was like a tin, like just like a coffee tin or a Milo tin or whatever. But it's just a tin, and then it had a handle, and it had a little lever on it. And in the bottom of the tin, there was this little fan blades that would cycle back and forth as you squeezed it, and it would sieve the flour. And I want to get one of those. Every now and then, I go looking in like kitchen places and stuff like that, but I cannot find one. I haven't been shopping online or anything for one, but I want one. I just want one because I want one. But I am yet to find one. Whoop. Spillage. Yeehaw. Lumpy. Splash. Splish splash, I was making a batter. Oh, who are we catching? Unknown. Wild unknown. Uh-oh. Alright, so we got that batter nice and smooth. Golden batter. Alright, so we're going to need a scraper. I think that's going to be the next buy for the kitchen, is going to be a silicone scraper that's got the nice hard core, but then the softer outsides. I think that's going to be the next buy as we go. Alright, so we now need, is that what we're up to? Are we putting this in here? Who knows? Okay, lightly big eggs, add flour to form a light batter, then add bowl and combine. Nice. Alright. So at this point, I'm going to turn the oven on to do the preheat thing. I'm going to take that out. We're taking that out and closing the oven, because it won't preheat unless it is shut. Alright, so I'm putting that step there, although I've got a feeling it should be there. We'll see. Alright, so preheating the oven. Yay! Now, if your batter's a little thick at this point, if you think it's a bit thick and it's probably not going to combine well, then you can always add a little bit of milk. That's not going to be a big stretch. We could, but I'm not going to for this one, and we'll see how that rocks. So now we throw all of this in there. Oh, get this over so that people can see what's going on. Ah, crap. Alright. Now we're having fun. Totally lost it. Just fell out of my hands. I'm losing grip strength. Losing grip strength. All right. So this isn't going to happen very often. So here we go. We'll lick the outside of the bowl. Oh. Alright, so now I'll just get that off. And lick the chopping board. Hey Jim Toy, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Virtual foods. Oh no, what's going on, dude? You alright? So now we're going to mix that batter in through all of the other ingredients. They're in stock at Woolies at Rundle Mall, Unley, Arkabar, Brickworks and Milton. Okay. None of which are anywhere around me. So alright. If they have it at Woolies at TTP, I think I've got a Woolies at TTP. But nice. Thanks, Rach. A Google search for mechanical flour sifter indicates they sold at Woolies for $10. Aha. Look at that. I don't know. I think it's getting washed out by the... Look at that. Gooey perfection. Brickworks in Milton, they're in Queensland. No, they're here in SA. Or do you have them as well in Queensland? Is that what you're saying? Alright, look at that. That's looking good. Ta-da. Gooey goodness. Alright, so now we put that into... I see you there, little Finn. I didn't kick you this time. Bad kitty daddy. Alright, we're going to put this in the smaller one. I may regret it. Because if you get this too... If it gets too thick, it just takes a bit longer in the oven. Where did I put the spatula? Where did I put the spatula? Where did I put the spatula? Poof! Gone. Ah, there it is. Found it. Everyone can stop looking now. Oh, available at TTB. There you go. All right. So there we've got two things now. We're gonna two new tools that we're gonna get for the kitchen. A new spatula and a new sieve. See, I wouldn't have even thought to look for mechanical flour sifter. No. All right. So when you do this, when you put it in the pan, you don't really want it any thicker than about 5 centimeters. So you only want it at most at about 5 centimeters thick. In this bowl, it's probably about 3, so we should be fine. We should be fine with that. All right, scrape that off. No, don't escape, bacon. Go back in there. Back in there. Lick the bowl. Ooh, yummy. At this point, I think it could honestly have done with a bit more salt and pepper. It's not really getting either. Isn't that amusing? Well, interesting, I should say. Because you saw I put a fair whack in there. I did put a fair whack of salt and pepper. Modbury Heights, Gillis Plains, Para Hills, and Golden Grove. I don't know where you are, but I think you're going to find them. Tea Tree Plaza, which is basically Modbury. That's my local orbital shopping centre that has one of everything in it. Did I get a response? Yeah. You Googled to refine your search. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get rid of that chopping board. We're going to use the red-pink one just to test it. And I mean, look at that. Look at the color difference. That's insane. Hang on. How do I get? There we go. Look at the color difference between the cameras. I don't know what's going on with that. I have zucchini on my keyboard. I'm gonna have to keep that. One day I'm gonna get a good mechanical gaming keyboard, and I'm gonna have to keep that one for the kitchen. So I have a kitchen keyboard. Alright, so now the recipe calls for half a cup of tasty cheese to be put over the top. As we know in Lick the Bowl, cheese measurements are relative. Shopcam is clearly on another planet with a different gamma wave distribution. Yes. So we're gonna call this a quarter cup. Honest. Alright. So let's see how this goes. That's actually not too bad. Just a nice light covering. That, and it's not the only cheese we're putting on it, so. Alright. Then we're doing half a cup of grated parmesan. Oh yeah. Now again, half a cup. Light distribution and camera direction. Ah, there you go. What is red when you block the light? Okay. Ah. But I mean, it's the same lighting and everything when it's there, or whether I lift it up to here, it's all the exact same lighting. Or I would have thought it is. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Okay, that looks about a quarter of a cup of parmesan. Put some of that on. Beautiful. Just like I bought one. And we'll see if we can get that up into a better, there you go. Nice covering of cheese over the top. Hey Cap, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Can we get a shout out for the Cap, please, Rach? Alright. Oh, look at that. It's already there. So, we've done, that is no. So we turn it on there. Alright, so we'll change that. Because now the oven has preheated in that short amount of time. So all, oh, what do we got? Ooh. Okay. What game's that, Cap? What game was that? Elden Ring. Ah, okay. Right, so we've been streaming for an hour and a half, and if we turned the oven on at the start of stream, it would have been sitting there at temperature for like over an hour. This is why I sort of, this whole start with your oven turned on, I'm a bit dubious about, because leaving your oven running, why would, like, people turn the oven off at the end of the meal. And if you leave it running for like, you know, the length of the meal, it's like, why is the oven still on? Oh my God. But no one seems to care that leaving it on for an hour before you put the food on, it's always struck me as odd. So I'm trying to find ways when I write the recipe to sort of like turn on oven now, and then you minimize the amount of time that it is just sitting there doing nothing. So that's the idea. So we're going to throw that in the oven because it's ready to go. And hot things are not yet hot. So we now start our timer for 30 minutes. Now we've got a 30-minute timer going. All right. Look, you were distracted by your leaking car and many things last night, and I didn't set off the function on my heater, so it ran all night and I feel terrible. Aw, but you woke up to a really warm bedroom though. So, you know, pros and cons. All right, I really do like this cheese. Oops, what's that? Get off. Because yes, all the gravy bits can have to come off the end of the cheese. Oh, nice catch, Tiger. Got the tie run. Yay! Uh-oh, Cap's having cheese in bed. It's on. Just make sure you leave all the cheese crumbs on CMC's side of the bed. Don't tell him I said that. Yeah. Woo! It does, Tiger, because, like, for me, it's overcast, it's rainy, cats are in cuddle mode. It's like I could just be lying in bed cuddling the kitties and just all is well with the world. But no. Instead, I'm up hanging out with my friends. Yay! Alright, let's start doing a bit of cleaning. And then we shall go get the dry ginger ale, because it's dry ginger ale time. I didn't actually have the brain capacity to come up with a second thing today, so we're just doing this. And I've just done something to a rib. That was fun. Whoa. a dry ginger ale cap. Usually, as we're doing the last bit of cooking and we're just waiting for the stuff to be done, we have a dry ginger ale and a chat. So I'm gonna go get. Whoa, crap! Didn't even care. I just stepped most of my weight onto one of his paws, and he didn't care. Didn't even look up. That cat, I swear. All right, let's see if he likes cheese. Like cheese? He's an utter garbage guts. He will eat anything. Right, dry. I'll be back. I'm watching you. Whew. Oh no, Tiger's going to lurk. No. What's wrong, Cap? What's up? What did I miss? Oh, dry ginger ale. Okay, it's a it's how do you describe it? It's a sweet ginger drink, but it's carbonated and it's yeah, sweet ginger carbonated beverage. So if you get if you go down your local bottle and you have a look at your premixes. Some of them will be with cola and some of them will be with dry. The ones that are with dry have dry ginger ale in. You should be able to get something like that over in the US. Because I know Canada has it. So I would assume that you could get it. You should at least be able to get premixes in the US. Not that you know of. Okay. Alright. Well, next time you're down your local bottle-o, liquor store, as I believe the Americans call it, go down the liquor store and have a look in the premix section and see if they've got anything with dry. And that'll at least give you a taste. Okay, dry ginger ale is not liquor, it's a mixer. It's a mixer. So like, for example, if you had a pre-mixed Canadian Club whiskey beverage with dry, it's Canadian Club alcohol mixed with dry ginger ale. Right, okay. Yay! Alright, so, as we said at the start of the stream, there is this is a really, really versatile dish. So quite often, this one we'll put corn in it as well. We'll throw in a bit of corn. If you have leftover roast veggies. For example, using roast carrots, garlic, sweet potato, or parsnip. They can all go in here. Roast onion and roast potato don't work that well. So eat all your onions and potatoes, cook some extra carrots and stuff. If you do decide to do that, chop it up reasonably fine, because you don't want, a giant chunk of carrot in there. So yeah, you can put corn in there. You can put all the vegetables you please in there, and even on top of what we did today, you can just add more veggies. Just as you do, you will need to add more eggs. So I don't know what the ratio would be. I would probably go, what did we do? We did that, three of them. So I'd probably say for every 4 cups of ingredients, let's go 3. For every 3 cups of ingredients, extra ingredients that you put in another egg. Just to get that batter on the consistency that it goes out from that. Give it the dry threw you off. Aha. Oh, do they call it ginger ale? Do you call it something different, Captain? So yeah, how was ginger ale dry? It's the aftertaste, darling. It's the dry aftertaste, yes. So this bacon and zucchini slice, going back to that, it's also really, really good cold. Like you eat it hot and but you eat it cold, and just put a light drizzling of a really nice tomato sauce on the top, and oh god, it's just as good cold. So cook it up for dinner, have a big slice or whatever for dinner, tons of veggies in it, really good for you. Canada Dry is ginger ale. It's also delicious. Ah, there you go, Rach. Nice. No, cola is uncultured, darling. That's just black sludge. You just put all the lips and arseholes in there, and yes, it's black sludge, dear. Now, we sophisticated people drink the dry ginger ale. Yes. Cap, I love Canadian Dry ginger ale. Which is effectively what this is. There's just a bit of other Canadian things in there. We have a number of companies that make ginger ale. We have Schweppes, Kirk's. I'm pretty sure there's another one that I can't think of off the top of my head. But anyway, yeah, the ginger ale from Canada, that's the shiz. Oh, Bundaberg. Bundaberg do a ginger beer. It's kind of ginger ale, kinda. That's the one when I'm getting really nauseous and travel sick. I just scull down a Bundaberg ginger beer. Yeah, Kirk's. Yeah, Schweppes, Kirk's, and Bundaberg. So, yeah, hot or cold, this thing rocks. Hot or cold, and you can. There's a lot of zucchini in it, okay, and you'd think that would really overpower what's in there, but you literally cannot taste the zucchini. It's just not there anymore. It absorbs all the other flavors around it and becomes basically a flavor filler. So even if you're not a huge fan of the taste of zucchini, don't worry about it, because in this recipe you're really not tasting it at all. It is a combination of flavors, and it's definitely a texture in the overall thing, but it's not like you take a bite and it's zucchini. You know, it's more the batter, the bacon, the salt and pepper, and all of that. It's all the other ingredients. Weirdly, right? Even though zucchini is the primary ingredient, it's not a massive flavor in what we're doing. So, yes, Kirk's is an Aussie brand, definitely. Crow's Nest? As in, is that a company or a place, right? Aussie founded? Oh, don't tell me the US owns Kirk's now as well. And Gurenarg. It's both. They make soft drinks in Crow's Nest, and it's called Crow's Nest. Ah, right. Okay. I do kind of understand why so many things are foreign owned now, but at the same time, it still annoys me. Oh no, bedtime for the Cap. Thanks for coming in, Cap. Thanks for hanging out. You are awesome. Thank you. Say hi to CMC for us. And I get time to try and catch a Pokemon, which I have. An Applin. Alright, so we're halfway through. Halfway through the cooking time. And she be looking purty. She got a purty. Okay, so Finn was coming this way, and Bean ran that way, past him, and Finn's back legs just started going on the spot, just slipping on the lino. And he turned himself 180 degrees, his back legs still kicking, his front legs haven't gone anywhere yet, his back legs are still kicking, and then he's got so much momentum from the slide that it spun him the rest of the full way around 360, and he came to a stop and just went, "What the hell happened?" and then ran off. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Yeah, or lack thereof, Rach, absolutely. It's just like, okay. What's from Pittsworth? Something's from Pittsworth. Good job, Finn. Absolutely. Oh. Okay. Alright, we'll get the young fella to do the dishes. I don't think I want to do the dishes today. Nah. Finn is hilarious. He is absolutely hilarious. Right. So, who has plans for the weekend? What's everyone doing over their weekend? I've got the regular, got the sword training, got the and we've got a arts and sciences revel where we're going to eat food and talk about sewing and all sorts of dancing and stuff. Going to see Batman. Is there a new Batman out? I don't keep up with the Marvel and DC universes. I really don't. Uh-oh. We're starting to drop a few frames. So yeah, is there a new Batman coming out? What's going on with that? I wouldn't know. it got to the point where I just literally could not keep up with the DC and Marvel universe stuff that they were doing anymore. It was like, I don't know where we are anymore, so I'll just be over here doing other things. I did event last night, the night before, night before. I watched the new Top Gun movie. That was pretty cool. I did enjoy that. Oh no, sorry, it's The Flash, but I'm seeing it for Michael Keaton's Batman. Michael Keaton's reprising his role as Batman? He's in it. Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, the new Top Gun was awesome. Alright, what's going on? Sorry if my stream is dropping out for everyone. Just to let you know, it is at my end. The problem is at my end. Sad as that is. The Flash has never been... I've never been overly drawn to the Flash. Because, you know, the 72 Flashes going through multiple timelines, doing all these weird things and yada, 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 and ugh. It's just icky. Okay, well, my speeds seem to be about right, so I don't know why OBS is failing itself. Sorry, Rage. Well, we're almost done, actually. We've got 10 minutes left in the oven, and hopefully the stream will hold out that long. But when they fixed and redid it, So, yeah. I don't know. I find the two universes hard to keep up with anyway. Then you've got all the TV series crossovers that happen. Then you've got just trying to keep up with both of them, and it's then you had the Flash, which is just a timeline harried mess to begin with. So with the OG Flashpoint. Okay, I'm not sure what OG Flashpoint is, but back. Sebby says hi, but he's unlikely to see us tonight. Well, if this weather keeps up, I think we're unlikely to see anyone tonight, because it has been raining near constantly here. The OG Flashpoint dealt was dimensions instead of just timeline stuff. Okay. Yeah. But, you know, you gotta look at it. It's like, okay, we've made such a mess of this movie that we need to make another movie to fix it. Livardi, I figure pub because it's wet. Is this skipping looping for other people? Yeah, it's my computer, Livardi. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. OBS has simply decided that it doesn't want to play anymore. I've checked my speed tests and they're fine. I am in theory running at adequate speeds for it to work. Oh, my ping is gone. Oh God, okay. So the ping is horrible right now. That's at 108 milliseconds. So NBN is messing with us again, everyone. I am really sorry, but there's not a lot I can do about it. Talk sternly to it. I'm going to kick the... You think they would have learned from when they messed it up in the comics? Exactly! Yeah, the Flash is not that. I mean, good luck. If you like The Flash, I hope it's a good movie, and I hope you enjoy the shit out of it. Use the disappointed Uncle Iroh thing. Ooh, okay. Zuko. I wouldn't dare try. No, you can't do an Uncle Iroh act. You just can't. It's just not right. Internet Zuko, we will sit and have a cup of tea after this is finished. But you must do this task first. Otherwise, you cannot do the second task. Second. There you go. There's my horrific Uncle Iroh. The guy who voiced him is currently rolling over in his grave going, oh my God, Ulrich, why? It went, oh, okay. Went through a lot to get it made. All right. No red. Stop going red, you banana. Do the people that made Avatar: The Last Airbender made Miss Marvel? As in, M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong, the guy that made the live action? Because no, he should be cursed forever for what he did to that. I haven't seen Miss Marvel either. I just lost interest in both universes. It was just too much. I couldn't keep up. So I went and did other things. Oh, the cartoon. Oh, that's all right then. Yes, well, the cartoon is awesome and must be shared and spoken of and risen in the glory of ness. It should rise in the glory of ness, for the glory of ness must be nursed. So, what do we got? Ooh, 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. Whoops. Put the eggs away. Eggs do not live out of the fridge in this house anyway. I don't know why I've taken a musical note today, but I have. It's, yeah. I feel like singing, I don't know why. There's so much Marvel Extended Universe stuff now that they thought that the thought of trying to catch up with it all gives me anxiety. It's a bit like that. Same with Star Wars? Yeah, okay. I've mostly kept up with Star Wars. I had a bit of a... I haven't watched Bad Batch. I refuse on principle to watch Solo after Rogue One, because, oh my God. Rogue One was very, very annoying. But yeah, I guess that is the one that I have mostly tried to keep up with, is Star Wars universe. I wasn't impressed with Kenobi. I'm really not looking. They kind of did enough that I may watch a second season. I don't know if I'm going to watch Ahsoka because I just don't like Rosario Dawson as an actress. She doesn't. Her style of acting doesn't appeal. So, Bad Batch is awesome. Nice. I might get around to it eventually. At the moment, seriously, at the moment, I'm when I'm not streaming and not sword fighting, I'm editing. I'm editing video. That's what I'm doing. It's like, wow, that's amazing. I'm enjoying it though. I really am enjoying the process. So, yay! Andor is epic, but if you didn't like Rogue One, you may not like it. Yeah, that pretty much. That's what I've heard about it. Is the people that enjoyed Rogue One really enjoyed Andor. the people that, like me, that despised Rogue One, really don't like Andor. So Mando 3 was epic. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm up to date with Mando. Mando season 3, episode 3, the one on Coruscant with the Doctor. Did not like that episode. I understand where they were going with it, but I think that it could have been done in half the amount of time, maybe a third of the amount of time, and it didn't need to have all that intense backstory that is effectively going to be useless. They pretty much, especially with the Jack Black episode, they could have done the Coruscant version of those people, then the Jack Black version of those people, and the ex-Empire people, and that would have filled out the story quite nicely instead of dedicating a whole episode to it. But that's just my opinion. So, yeah, I know, right? Editing's fun, Cap. Andor is all about the behind the scenes, if how the Empire was taking over the galaxy. Oh, yeah. They blew up everything they didn't like. It's like how you see the Empire in Rebels. Yeah. I haven't finished Rebels. I think I've only seen the first 2 seasons of Rebels. Maybe? No. So, I don't know. Hokororo! He says he doesn't know. So, we are going to need a plate. Plate. A kniffy and a fnork. Kniffy and fnork. Oh, Rebels is my favourite out of all of them. Okay. Yeah, right. Beep, 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 beep. No. Be quiet, Oric. Lilavati, yeah, but fascism is fascism and depressingly consistent. And remind me too much of the real world. It is, but at the same time, you could probably, there are going to be people that are going to argue with me about this, but you could probably make a decent argument that current stage capitalism is fascist. Oh, look at her. Look at her. Oh, damn. Look at that. That is looking good. Now, before we turn the oven off, I'm just going to do the skewer test. Boop. So, the skewer test. We put a skewer in it. Leave it in there for a little bit. In the middle. Right in the very middle. You've got to do it in the middle. And then when you pull it out, when it comes out clean and not really hot. So I'm going to put that back in there for another 5 minutes. And hopefully get a bit more warmth in there. But you can see it's starting to brown up around the edges. So I don't want to do that I don't want to do too much of that. What's going on? There we go. I don't want to do too much I don't want to get it too brown. Yep, reset. No, we don't want to do 15 minutes. We just want to do another 5. We'll get that a bit warmer in the middle, and we'll go from there. So, current capitalism is definitely supporting the rise of fascism, but it, yes, it does look delicious. We will get to that in a couple of minutes. Yeah, mean, there is a lot of hate. There is a lot of, this other, anything that isn't capitalism is evil. There's obviously nothing in capitalism. No worker gets paid what they're worth. Otherwise, capitalism wouldn't work. What's the fifth one? Nick knock. What? I don't understand what you're saying, Cap. What's the fifth one? Okay. If you meant the beepy beepy noises, that was just the alarm to tell me to take the thing out of the oven. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't remember what I said. Unless you meant late stage capitalism. Is that the one you meant? That could be a careful Nick knot. Late stage capitalism. Yeah. It's stream being a bugger. That's what it is. Alright. We're not going to leave that. Alright. We're going to get this done. Because the stream is being problematic. Oh, it smells good. All right. Smells good. Take the obligatory photo. You can see that brown's just, you probably can't see it there, but the brown is just starting to creep up. So now we're going to take a slice into it. Oh no, bacon. Can you use the spatula to hopefully get this out? Oh, look at that. All right, eat. Heard that. God damn it. Mangia, mangia. All right. Must have said something about a kerfuffle. Sure. Yeah, no worries. I love you, but the glitching is driving me mad. Yeah, sorry about that, Lillavati. So we have it tastes almost like a quiche because it kind of is, but it's just so just melts on your tongue. There's so much flavour in it. I was right. Could have used a bit more salt and pepper to begin with. But oh my god, nom 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 nom. So there we go. So, I am going to mung that down, but stream is being a nightmare, so we're going to call it there. So, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, that was the stream. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being in chat. If you're just watching along and you haven't followed already, slam the follow button down there because follows are free and they mean a lot to streamers. We'll be back tomorrow with some Valheim and next week with some Zork, Warframe, and more cooking. So, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for hanging out. And until next time, hopefully tomorrow, until next time, we will see you then. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.